guys are absolutely amazing. Number one team in the world. Number one team in the world.
Welcome to Believe This Is It. I am so excited for all of you. This weekend is all about you winning. You believing in yourself. You are going to leave this event with the belief that you need to charge for your dreams. You're going to have to dig down deep in your soul and realize that you got what it takes to make this happen for your family. A lot of these friends of mine have put their heart into companies, building a business like this in network marketing, and they've been let down. As we approach a $500 million company, are you thinking at all about selling or changing the model of our business?
You know, I don't think of myself as a genius, but it doesn't take a genius to realize that when you've got a good thing, you should probably hold on to it, right?
I've been working with the This Is It team since the very beginning, and I have to say, over a decade in this industry, this is one of the most professional teams I have ever worked with.
Steve and Gina, all the leaders that you see here on the front row, these are amazing people. I beg you, listen to them, be coachable, and you will have the best chance ever of winning. Be the light to people everywhere.
You need to believe that you are going to be sitting in these seats up here with SPDs. You just have to choose to partake.
Believe in yourself and go make it happen.
Disney is going to take second place to where the magic's going to happen. Because it's going to happen right here in this room with these people, because you are going after your dream.
Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Yeah, this is it.
Man, we are so fired up. Anybody out there got a dream? Has anybody got a dream? Come on.
This is it.
I want you to go out and start dreaming again.
Every day you wait and you procrastinate, it's a possibility that you could not win. The more you procrastinate, get over your fears, get over whatever issue it is. If you've got a fear, you got to start reading, working on it. You got to break through. You got to get home and get your butt in gear and work it. When they start seeing you work it, it will be a complete game changer in your business. A complete game changer.
What we have in the belief in this system we have here is we don't equip salespeople. We equip people how to win by sharing better.
Don't listen to your thoughts that are telling you negative things. Speak to yourself. I can do this. I can talk to that person. These two small kids from West Texas have stepped on every continent because of this industry. This is our 40-minute all-expense paid trip because you've got to see the end from the beginning. There's hope in this little, tiny, amazing, magical patch. And there's hope in this opportunity. And we all have it in our hands.
You cannot have come here and leave the same. This was an investment in yourself. This was an investment in your business.
My boys will see this beach before they're 30 years old. So I started pre-framing. I believed it so I could see it. I could see my boys on the mountain. I could see my boys on the beach. Sometimes it's just one moment, like on a mountain, or one moment on a beach. But then there's other times when it's layers of conviction that get you to a point where you finally see something bigger.
Lifeway truly is one of the best in direct selling. A winning combination that I fully expect will continue to set records and exceed expectations. I believe you're in the right place at the right time. I wish all of you are able to achieve the dreams of your success as you go forward. And then I just finally ask, why not you? Why not now? I look forward to watching LifeWave another 20 years. Thank you. God bless.
They are world champion leaders in this industry. There is no one like them. They are the strongest teamwork you will ever meet. And best of all, you can trust them. Did you hear me? You can trust them. They have your best interest in mind.
What I'm telling you is, you've been praying for an opportunity. God sent it to you. What are you waiting for? Get out of, I'm gonna tell you what's holding you back. It's you, my friends. You're overthinking it. You're thinking too much of what people think about you. And you know what? People don't think about you that much. All right? Get out of your own head, guys. Get out of your own head.
Get ready for it.
We needed to get to 200,000 points. We had to pull at 70,000 points. 70,000. Some of you are trying to get to 10. Senior director, that's a walk in the park. Okay? So we had to pull 70,000 points out, you guys, in a short window of time. I'm talking 15 days. And guess what? On the 15th day, bam! We just like that.
You were created with power and purpose. And if you're married, your spouse needs you strong. If you have kids, your kids need you strong, okay? If you're in a relationship, your partner needs you strong. Your community, the world needs you strong. So if you believe that this is it, stand up and make some noise.
If you don't jump on board with LifeWave, what else you gonna do? I guess you could ask your boss to double your paycheck. If you have your own business, maybe you could work twice as hard. That probably won't work either because you're probably already doing that. This is your chance to get financially free. There's not another opportunity to plan this good. Don't miss it. Cindy and I invested $1,600 in this business 24 months ago. Now we're earning over 1,000% ROI per week.
Highs and lows. You have to be really good at managing highs and lows in this business, because if you look back over your career, if you really do something for 30 or 40 years, you remember good times and bad times by years, sometimes even decades. And so you got to get after it, and you got to go fast, and you got to just create momentum as fast as you can, and then just power into it.
The most powerful thing you can do is create curiosity. You never just want to put it all out there. You want people to come to you and say, hey, what is that? What are you doing? What is that patch? What does it do? You want people to wonder, and you want them to ask you. I'm so excited. I've got my hands on something that nobody else has. It's super unique. It's not a Me Too product, and not hair care, not skincare, not supplements, not makeup. There's zero competition, and everyone with a heartbeat needs this technology.
What's the problem with this phone? Well, the problem is your belief. But before you got in this business, you're like, hey, Bill, hey, you want to go play golf? But now you get on the phone and you're like,
terrified.
Hello.
What do you see in the opportunity that offers a promising alternative?
So much. Time freedom, financial freedom, the fact that we actually share hope with people, the fact that we're impacting people all over the world. Here we have team. And so it depends on our team's performance, and together everyone is achieving more.
You have the perfect storm of opportunity, and if you don't take advantage of it, you're going to lose.
Right. Why do you believe everyone here should take this opportunity seriously?
I think it's inspired by God.
Wow. Wow.
I don't think it's coincidence that we're using light to heal people.
When someone starts having success, people start trying to duplicate or copycat. Tell us what you've done and seen in your research.
I've done the research on them, and I mean, I've used them. It's not the same. No one on the planet, like I said, has something like this.
It's now or it's now.
And so what I love about the X39 is that it works throughout the body. It's not one specific organ, one specific region, one specific joint or anything. It's systemic.
Get ready for it.
This patch is amazing. It makes you smaller, more attractive. I was like, David, is that really fair? If I get any more attractive, will I have any friends? He said, it's okay, Karen.
Guys, we talk about a lot of money, right?
And I said, Virginia, if we make any money, I'm going to take you shopping. And we made our first check, and it was real nice. And as we were pulling out, this guy come running out, and he said, hold up. And I said, what do you need? He said, Mr. Monk, next time you come here, you can park in the Dollar General VIP spot.
Sorry, we had to play that. That is so good. It's amazing.
Harvey Monk is
amazing.
the comedian.
So much fun.
The comedian.
Yes. So, oh my gosh, why is this moving? I don't know why my thing's. Let me stop sharing real quick. There we go. So obviously we're here for the next level training. We're super excited to be able to share with you some amazing tips and tricks to get everybody to the next level. So we're gonna get started right away. So it's great to see everybody here. If you have some people that are supposed to be on, make sure you reach out to them and say, hey, we're getting started. Great to see, obviously, people that have their cameras on. So Brendan and Johan, thank you for having your cameras on. Great to see you guys. You look amazing, look awesome. Even Brendan, you look amazing too.
And it's so much warmer in South Africa now, so nobody's bundling up.
Yeah, it's great. Yes, it's nice short sleeve shirts. Look at this, it's amazing. So cool. So again, we appreciate everybody getting on here, but we're gonna kick this off real quick. So we always obviously are very excited to share some very cool things that are going on, and then what we're gonna do is, let me get right to it. The team training. Today we're going to be doing something a little different because we're going to be doing new brand partner training, and we're doing it again tonight. This thing just doesn't want to stick. There we go. And so the cool thing about this is, again, we're going to be talking about several different things, but as you probably know already, we are part of the This Is It team. Super excited to be partnered with them. Steve and Gina Merritt are amazing. They're mentoring us, helping us, our whole team, which is awesome. Obviously, Joyce Johnson got sponsored by Matt and Kim Curtis, and they sponsored Ken and Diana Burke, who sponsored us. And we just have a dynamic team. These are all senior presidential directors and above. And I say above because it's really not even a rank. The elite's not a rank, but it's something that they offer these elite trips, and we want to be on these elite trips. Yeah. And they're pretty amazing with the one to Switzerland and things like that. And then actually going up the hill, getting to the top of the mountain. We're following the same path as Steve and Gina got to being the biggest organization, fastest growing organization in the whole team. And we're part of the team. And so obviously today we're going to talk about new brand partner training. And really the things we want to do, because we want to make sure that the messaging gets down from the next person, next person, next person. So it's 20 levels in depth. It's the same messaging. So we're going to be doing recordings of these meetings. We're going to be pushing it out to other people. So when somebody gets started, you can say, hey, watch this. Hey, tie into this. So we're going to be talking more about that. And obviously this is next level coaching. So we want to help everybody get to the next level. So something you want to say real quick?
Yeah, because what we do is duplicatable. So we change nothing. Since the beginning of time, which was in September 2022, we just took lead from the leaders. We asked them, what is it that we need to do? And what did they tell us to do? They told us to jump on the Zooms. And we had a Zoom on a Wednesday and a Zoom on a Saturday. And so we got on those Zooms and we devoured everything because we wanted to have what they had. Yeah. We saw the fruit on their tree and we said, we want that. How do we get that? Okay. They did not do a private meeting with us. We just got on their Zooms and we took notes and we started to implement. And it was only later that they actually put together This Is a Team website.
They did that after our first function.
Yes, which was already in August of that year, 2023. So for an entire year, September 2022, we just got on Zooms, a Wednesday Zoom and a Saturday Zoom. And everybody was excited. And I can tell you that everybody was bringing their friends. We invited all our people to watch those Zooms. And so that is how we got started. And thank God, I mean, Steve and Gina have got these tools, the This Is It info and thisisateam.com, because they saw how large this team was getting, and they thought, well, if we record everything on if our friends can't get on a Saturday, they can go on a Sunday or a Monday, and they can hear the same thing that everybody else heard. So nobody was left out, and nobody was kind of thinking, well, maybe they were told something different. No. We all had the same information, and the SPD rank, Steve and Gina's 86 or 89 SPDs that they have, and I'm talking about couples and singles, all went SPD on the same information,
The same information.
It's never changed. And we're going to talk about this today. And we're going to talk about a couple little things that make a big difference, because little things can make a big difference, even mindset. Because a lot of times we're going to talk about some incentives and some things that are coming up that we want to talk about, because again, the mindset for some people is, oh, I don't think I can do that. And other people are like, I'm doing it, right? And so once again, the big thing is the big dream and thrive in 2025. And this is the year of acceleration. You're going to watch over the next 4 months. I'm telling you right now, September, October, November, December, you're going to see amazing things happening. And so the agenda for today, once again, we're talking about new brand partner training. We're making announcements, talking about the new incentives at 10 new countries opening, which is very exciting. Next level results, wins for a week. We want to hear from you. What are some of the wins that are going on? Because we're hearing some great things. We had some people that couldn't get on, that they get some great wins we might share with some things that are happening. And then obviously the 90-day run for 90-day run strategies accelerate is really the new brand partner training that we're covering today. And we're doing this specifically because, like I said, we want to make sure that we're following the exact same pattern. So we were talking to Ken Burke earlier today. We've been talking with Steve and Gina, and they're like, follow the exact same pattern. And so one of the things that we want to do is make sure that people are onboarded correctly and they know where to get this information, because we have people ask all the time, where do I get this? Where do I get that? When you say, hey, watch this video, right? Watch this video. They'll show you where you can get all this different stuff, because you want to point. So we talk about patching. We want to point to the resources we have, and we want to promote. And that's really what we're going to talk about today. So there's a promotion. We'll talk about this real quick.
So the company LifeWave itself puts out a lot of promotions, and the reason for that is they do want to see us go up the ranks. So becoming a new manager is the promotion still existing for this week. It will come to an end on the 31st of August. Okay, so if you are not yet a manager, or if you are a manager but you have people on your team that are not yet managers, you both can benefit. We all can benefit from this. The newest person getting in today could put 4 people on their team and become a manager. And what's going to happen, you're going to get paid $100 or 95 euros or whatever it is in rands. And then the person who sponsored them will also make some money, okay, $50. Or 48 euros. So
and it's unlimited. You could sign up 4 managers, and basically each of them make 100. You make 200.
And what does that do? It doesn't only just put extra money in your pocket. It actually gets you moving up the ranks, because they want you to win.
But wait, there's more. And of course, you guys know we are on track to be on the cruise. And we really want to talk about this really quickly, because again, this is huge, guys. This is not something they've ever done since they started the company. They did what's called a what do they call it again? The meta training cruise that we qualify for, but you had to be at the executive level and above in order to even hit that. And we hit that, which is pretty cool. But again, there's trackers that are out there. So they get the Bahamas Cruise Tracker. We have this through a bunch of different resources you get this from. But again, if you don't have that, get to talk to the person who's working with you. And we do this because you have to track your results. So right now we're like 28 points. We really got because we had 2 points for going SPD. We got like 30 points starting this week. But when you understand, we're still not close. We got 8 weeks left and we're going to hit it. But we were telling people there's 11th commandment is thou shalt not kid thyself. And I tell people, please let me know how many points you have so we can help you put together a game plan over the next 8 weeks to be there. Because some of you basically don't realize that, again, it doesn't take a lot. It just takes consistent effort. And I have some people going, well, yeah, I hope we make it. Hope is not a strategy. I'll tell you that right now. So a strategy is basically putting together a game plan, going looking at who do you have now, who can you help get manager, who are the people we can help get to the next level, and then just putting a lot of new people in. So we personally put in a bunch of people last week. We're going to be putting a bunch of new personals in this week, but also helping different people on different teams upgrade and also get to there. So we're not talking about strategy today, but I want to let you know that the qualification period is basically August 4th to October 19th. Once again, this next week is September. So think about that. We got 8 weeks left as of today. We had 8 weeks left on this thing. But any of you, every single person on here, including anybody who's watching this online later, can qualify for this. We know that because we've won 7 free trips. We know what to do. If you're sitting back going, well, I hope it happens. No, get on the phone with us. Let us talk to you about what it is going to take to do that. And I'm not talking about just 80 points. I'm talking about getting 125 points, because you want to maximize, get the flights paid for in South Africa, get the place paid for in Europe, have them paid, like Steve Merritt says, make David write the check, make him pay, right? Because it's like, if they're paying for it, take advantage of it, right? And what's going to happen in that process, you're going to watch your weekly income increase dramatically, right? We made more money last week than the week before. We made more than the week before. Because why? Because we got a lot of things going on. And next week we're going to make even more. This week we're making more. We're going to make more even next week. Our income is increasing because the activity is increasing, right?
But we're also helping a lot of people.
Exactly.
So that's the whole thing. Yeah. Like when you have someone ranked manager, which is the very first rank, you're going to make points and they're going to make points. Okay. So it's every bit of help is counting for you.
Yep.
So the trips are wonderful. Believe you me, they are amazing
Yes.
because everything is included.
Yes.
You don't take anything out of your pockets. And it's a free trip. So who wants a vacation? Like if you're saying, I want to be on this cruise, take that date, February 8 to 13, and cross it out because
Put it in your calendar.
You're
Yeah.
going to the Bahamas, right?
Yeah.
And
if you got a job, you want to let them know you're taking a vacation that week and maybe a little bit longer too.
and then get to work.
Yep.
Because you know what, when you have the goal in front of you, put this on your refrigerator, put there, we are going on the Bahamas cruise, put it on the refrigerator, and don't only look at your personal, look at the people that you're going to help get there.
Yep.
Because when you look outside of yourself to bless other people, you yourself will be blessed in all of this. And don't think, hey, you know what, I'm just starting, or I'm too small, I don't have a lot of people, whatever. The person who gets started today, who has a big dream, they can go.
Yep.
They can go. So make this a big enough why to get out there and go and share with everyone.
And that's true. That's awesome. So again, our goal is to go 1 million strong, and that's really more than anything else. That's the team. So you think about, where do I want to be by the end of this year? Where do I want to be, once again, at this next year coming up? But really more than that, importantly, what am I going to do this week? This week, that's going to help me to accomplish my monthly goal. It's going to help me accomplish my weekly goal, my and quarterly goal. So these are all little things that make a big difference. But again, you got to get behind the vision, of Steve and Gina Merritt. So obviously we have upcoming events that are coming up. So again, those people that cannot come into the United States and not be able to make it for the Lifeway function
For the global events.
they're going to have it virtual, so you can watch it virtually, and then they're going to do 1 million stars. Steve and Gina, this is the most important part, but you can actually watch the global event. Trust me, you'd rather be there in person, but if you can't make it in person, watch it for virtually, and then they're going to have it on October 26th from 8:30 in the morning to 3:30. Now this is Eastern Standard Time, so figure out your time zone where it's at, and block out that time for that date, because again, it's going to be on YouTube Live. You're going to be able to watch the training that Steve and Gina do, and you want to do that. And again, we also recommend we also recommend the All In. Again, this is the convention that's in person, actually in Vegas. Now again, if you can't do that, fine, but you want to get a virtual ticket today. Don't wait, don't delay. So where do you get these things at? You get them once again at thisisitconvention.com. You can get the pre-recording. They still have it up, as far as I can tell. They still have the recording from last time, which is that information is so valuable. We're listening to all the recordings from this, which is great. All In, again, is basically the next function that's basically coming up in January in Vegas, and you're going to want to get a virtual ticket. Everybody tied into that, because the training is going to be exceptional. The first step is, once again, All Stars in October. Then you got January. Then Unstoppable is going to be, there's going to be like over 10,000 people. I'm claiming 15,000. We're going to give them a problem with all these people that are going to be at the next This Is It convention in August of next year. So these are things that are coming up. There's going to be trips that are going to be, incentive trips are going to be coming up, which is very, very cool. All these things. So you build from event to event and trip to trip. The people have the biggest growing, fastest growing teams and understand that. And spending time with the leaders is fun. There's some of the greatest people that we know, and it's amazing when you spend time with some of the top leaders. It's amazing, and you get some private time with them.
Yeah. So a lot of people are thinking, well, this is a business I'm doing on the side. Why do I need to? Well, you know what? If you want to be really big and have a big business here, you're going to do what the leaders have done. I'm telling you now that I didn't get my law degree by just sitting at home and looking at something that says, or looking at LA Law on TV and getting my certificate that says I'm now qualified to be a lawyer. No, I had to get up and go. I had to get up. I had to pay a price to actually get qualified. So how do you get really big in this opportunity? How do you actually grow a big, strong team in this opportunity and be able to be one of those people who crosses the stage and makes, gets recognized for being $1 million earner? How do you do that? You actually do it by going. You actually do it by attending, by engaging, by getting on the Zooms, by bringing people to the Zooms, by getting them to the meeting. So, Steve and Gina have made it really doable for a lot of people because they understand people out of Europe, people out of South Africa can't be at the event in person. So what did they do? They gave everybody the opportunity to get a virtual ticket. Now, the whole thing is now we have even 45 days to watch the event after the virtual ticket because they understand different time zones. And that other organizations do not do that. They do not. So take advantage of the blessing that we have in our hands. It's an absolute blessing. And what you're sharing with people is a blessing to them.
So 2 different recordings you definitely want to watch because we're going to be talking about this next week. Specifically, Steve and Gina Merritt. Once again, Steve did a training exactly on what we teach about building 3 legs, everything else that he did on. I keep on thinking it was Saturday night. So Saturday during the day.
It was yesterday.
No. But that's something separate.
Okay,
so I'm
sorry.
talking about if you have access to the next level training.
Yeah,
So if
he
you have
did it
access to that.
Saturday.
The other one is Scott and Renita Brennan. They did an amazing job talking about once again the mindset of once again thinking outside the box as far as even from a physical and a spiritual realm. It's huge. So we're talking a little bit about those couple different ones, and we're sprinkling some other things in between. One other one I always recommend is Andy and Mandy Hosier basically did a great training specifically on how to utilize the tracker and basically put everybody's name in there. You should have all your personals in there. I'm not going to go over it. Watch the replay. Watch the replay on the next level one you have. If for some reason you can't find it, it's probably in your junk box, but make sure you have that because time is ticking down where you basically can only use it for now probably about 30 days now. So again, all these different things are available that you can have access to, and that's what we want to share. So I think I got one other thing I wanted to share, and then we're going to start doing the new brand partner training. Whoops, there we go. Come on. One more time.
So for those people that are on here for the first time or don't usually attend this meeting, this is for people, this is for leaders, this is for people who want to grow this business, who want to share this business and get to the next level.
Yeah, I was going to do a graphic on this because I was going to have Central and South America. Hopefully next time I'll have that. But again, think about these new countries. Think about Central and South America. Now again, if you're in other countries, you may not know people from here, but you might know people who know people who know people, right? We got people that are reaching out to us going, hey, I got contacts in Panama. I got people in Peru. I got people in Dominican Republic, in Guatemala, El Salvador, Costa Rica. I think the only one we haven't had so far is Ecuador. So all these other ones, we got people who are connecting us to people at these countries. They're not open yet, but they are opening. This is very exciting because again, when South Korea opened, within the first week, they had over 200,000 people sign up in the business. Think about that for a second. How would you like them to be a part of your team? Each of these different countries, we're going to have millions of people join the This Is It team basically because of what we're doing in these countries. And already people are contacting people. So think about who do you know that basically know people in Latin America. And you might want to reach out to people on social media, people that, hey, do you know anybody who's in all these different countries? We're expanding in those countries. And they don't even know what. You can say, I'm expanding my business in different countries. We want to see if you could help me, right? And once again, don't put out what it is, how it is, and if they say, what is this all about? Well, I'll shoot you a direct message and we can communicate. Boom, that's it, and go from there, right? So again, we want to hear some of the wins for the week, and then we're going to do the new brand partner training. And again, I could share a lot. I'm not going to, Amanda could share a lot, but we love to hear from you guys, maybe some wins that happened this week, things you've learned, maybe things that you've applied since Next Level, and the results you're getting from that, even mindset-wise or whatever it is, because I will pick on some of you if you don't, but if not, we're going to share. But please, I would love for somebody to just raise their hand and say, pick me. So let me go back to multi-speaker here. There we go. So if you're on camera, otherwise, raise your hand on your thing. If not, then I was going to have some people share, but they're not on here right now because they've been having some great results. Actually, is Rob on here?
Yes.
I see Lisa. So I see Lisa Weaver. Is Rob on here too? So I would love for you guys to share because you've had some great things happening, some new growth that's happening. So if you guys wouldn't mind, if you're available to share, either Rob and Lisa or both, that would be amazing because I didn't see that they're on here. So yeah, so I see Lisa's on. Lisa, would you mind? Are you able to jump on and say, where's Rob at?
Yeah,
he was on here.
Yes, he is.
Okay, I don't know.
Lisa, you want to share?
Yes,
I can. He might be actually in the jail and can only be listening.
There we go. But go ahead.
So it's getting very exciting. Yes, it is. We had one person sign up yesterday. We've got a guy that's flirting with being a personal customer or a preferred customer, but he doesn't want the the subscription. So we'll get there. But yes, everything you can do to get on this trip, all the points add up. We are getting excited because we've got things happening. Finally, it seems like everything's been stalled for a while. We've had all the no's up front, so now we're working on the yeses now. That's what we're aiming for.
Absolutely. And we're excited because, again, they're being accountable to us daily. So Rob and Lisa are basically sending us a message every single day. Hey, this is what happened. This is what didn't happen. Even if they say, hey, we didn't meet anybody today, they're still sending a message being accountable. That is a huge cue for people that I know that are running. If they want to build this business, get in touch with us. Even if you just shoot us a quick message, let us know what's going on. Voice notes are great because we can just listen to them and hear the excitement in your voice. So did anybody else want to share? Otherwise, I'm going to have Mena share for a minute. So please, Mena's like, what do you want me to share? There's a lot of stuff you should share. So anybody else have any kind of wins for the week they'd like to share? Because we love hearing from other people what they're doing or what they're learning and what they're applying.
I'm just going to share on different people, but
Brendan's
I
do it.
All right.
Yes. You got some
Right.
great
So I
things
know
to do.
Johan also has his finger up, but just wanted to share. I think it was last week, Friday. This past week, it was quite amazing. We had a really awesome meeting with a gentleman who has quite a big network in the golfing community, as well as having a bit of influence in his own, if you want to say, his own community. So we are quite excited. He is looking to, I think I did tell you, Greg, he wants to launch the business. So he's just getting some travel plans done, but he's basically coming into the business and he wants to get some presentations done. So that was one win, obviously, for Johan that we had last week. But another one, I think, is the Next Level replay. I think that has also just been quite amazing, that if people still haven't got their ticket yet, to please go and get the virtual ticket while it is still available, because it's so much more than just, these trainings that we attend during the week. You're getting there's so much value from people that are coming on stage and sharing about the mindsets, and not just about the day-to-day operations of just doing LifeWave, but so many things that you can apply to your life. And I think that has just been so awesome, having the time to go through some of that and really take some notes, and looking forward to obviously implementing and making it happen. Only premium sign-ups coming our way. So yes.
Awesome. Great job. Thank you so much. So Johan, did you want to share something else as well? That'd be great. I didn't see your hand up. Sorry about that.
Let me just unmute myself here.
There you
Yes,
go.
I think one of the biggest things for me was this new video that was released. My biggest problem is I talk too much. Right? So these days, all I do is I take that video, and I just told Brandon this morning, I find the most interesting ways of just starting a conversation in a grocery queue, waiting at the till. For instance, these two ladies were talking, and I just asked him, guys, would you like to have a new topic to talk about? Give me 3 minutes of your time. And I played them the video, and immediately they gave the contact details. I need more information. So I find that, as I explained earlier, I don't have a hot list. All right. So for me, this was the perfect tool to go out and find people. And I've added 51 people to my contact list already. So me and Brandon are working through that, so we will get there. But yes, I think this video is an absolute stunning, and the motivation and energy in the recordings from the Next Level mention was absolutely fantastic. I'm hanging every day on those recordings. So motivates, it inspires. So that's me.
Fantastic. Yeah, I thank you, Johan. That's great, because once again, finding running buddies too. That's great. Like I said, we got people that were running with us. We got other people running with their leaders they're working with. But you and Brendan are like the dynamic duo. It's actually fantastic, and they get me involved in different things too, which is fantastic. So just for sake of time, go ahead, Mena. I know you some things you wanted to share as well.
Yeah, no, I just want to say, we're so proud of absolutely everyone that is out there, and no matter what has gone on, or no matter the no's, because you have to go through the no's to get the yeses. And if I think a lot of you were on the training on Saturday with Mil and with Candice, who are South African SPDs, and you know, if they can do it, so can you. They face the same challenges with the rand dollar exchange rate, you know, and so it's just a matter of mindset. That's the whole thing. Just like Brendan said, when you have the right mindset, you know, you're unstoppable. You're unstoppable, and you go past the obstacles, you see past it. How do we work around it? You know, have the mindset of, okay, so you're telling me you can't, but how can we? How can we do this? So I just also wanted to highlight a few other people that are really being accountable to me on a daily basis. I mean, Linda de Boekhorst, who is pretty new, hasn't been with us for over a year. She's out in Sweden. We know each other because we know each other from the phone and Zooms, but she has been going at this and just sharing with absolutely everybody with passion, because she really believes you have to believe in your products. It's one product, X39. You have to believe in it. You have to believe in the team, the system that is duplicatable. And so Linda's doing the right thing. She ranked manager. She's working with her team, and I know she had Hannah on from UK. You know, this business spans around the world. You don't need to get on a plane. I mean, how awesome is that? From your living room, you can build a multi-million-dollar business from your own living room. They've made it doable. I'm also going to just highlight Alice, because she's brand new on here from Czech Republic. Alice just got started with us, and you know what? She sees the blessing of this. She's adding it to her all the other things that she's sharing with people because she cares. You see, the other thing is you got to have a heart that loves people, cares for people, and is passionate about sharing. You're not going to worry about like the how-tos. When you see what this has done for you and for your friends around you, you're going to look at the next person differently, and you're going to say, what if this is going to bless them? You know, listen to Olga's story. Those of you who have the virtual on replay, that's another one. Go and listen to Olga and Harvey Solis. Yes, absolutely. I mean, that just moved me. Then go and listen to Ken Robinson, his wife Lynn Robinson, and the legacy.
You had to bring that up, didn't you?
Legacy.
That one gets
like
really crazy.
Ken knew he was diagnosed with cancer. He knew he had a few months to live. He actually lived longer. He lived 2 years, and which was much longer than the doctors gave him. But you know, Ken didn't tell anybody about his condition. He went to work and he left a legacy for his wife and his 2 sons. His wife does not have to go back to work. Ken went to the highest ranks in this business. I mean, we saw him on stage. We saw him on Zooms. We had no idea what he was facing. But you know what his why was? I don't want to leave my wife destitute. I want to make every single leader on my team, I want to raise them up with me. And you know, when you see that, thinking outside of yourself, it's not about me, it's about them. It's about what I can do for them and how I can help them. Take your focus off of yourself and be a blessing to people. And like I said, I don't know if I said it already, you yourself will be blessed. So there was so much on those Zooms that, and I don't know if Ricardo wanted to say something, but there was so much, and Angela as well. I want to just applaud Angela. She's out of our Spanish team. So Angela just got started not too long ago. She went manager very quickly, and she now has a manager. She's on her way to director. That whole Spanish team is blowing up. And so just know, it doesn't matter. Don't look at where you're at. Look at how you can help other people. Look at how you can bless other people. And, you know, just start speaking life. Start speaking what you want. What is it that you want? Where do you want to go?
And you want to also have teams that are basically taking on their own. Like Josh is our biggest person on our team. He's our A-leg. And I mean, they got, 60, 70 people that are on their team meetings on Sunday nights. And so that's the key to, once again, is duplicating and what they're doing and all the stuff like that. So these are all different stuff that happens when you look at all the people that are part of your business and part of your team. You want to help people and feed them. So we're actually getting some recordings from some of the other people that are doing 3-way calls with us. So we're asking Chuck, we're asking Josh, some of the people to say, hey, how do you set up a three-way call? What do you do? How do you do it? And those recordings are going to be coming very soon. So these are all little things, little tools that we can use to do that. Because if you think about what is her name again? I keep forgetting her name. The gal that used Joe Navarro three-way calls. Penny. So Penny, obviously, that's another recording. Her talk was like 10, 15 minutes long, and it was like, oh my gosh, hit you right in the chest. Phenomenal leader that basically just was duplicating. She says, Joe Navarro just said, hey, just get me on the phone, do three-way calls. And that's all he did. And she went on SPD. She's about to be elite. So again, just by doing three-way calls. So these are all little things that can make a big difference. And the ones that are getting us on the phone with people are watching how things are growing, because it's not us. It's our belief that's real big, but it's also, you say one thing, we say the same thing, same words, same everything. They hear it again the second time from another voice. All of a sudden they're going, oh, well, that makes sense. So it's just again a team approach to success. So we got to get started with this training. So what we're doing, just to give you an idea, is we're going to be doing the new brand partner training. But what we're going to do is we're basically going to pause for a second, and then we're going to launch basically, because it's going to be recorded, and it's going to be something that we can utilize for the brand new brand partners. So keep in mind that once again, as we're sharing different things, you're going to want to take some notes. You're going to want to know where this stuff is at. A lot of you know this stuff. A lot of you are new. You don't know where this stuff is at. So this is going to be your new brand partner training, but you can share this video with people that may not be able to get on a meeting like this. And we're doing a longer one tonight. So it's going to be like a half an hour long. And the next one we're doing tonight is going to be basically about an hour long, going into more depth. But Lily, these are going to be available for recording so that people can be, on here. So again,
I just want to preface it by saying this is how we do it.
Yep, exactly. Okay, so let's get started. Hey, we're Greg and Amanda Warmberry out of Sarasota, Florida. We're super excited to be partnering with you. So welcome to This Is It team. This is your new brand partner training that you can actually get launched and get started correctly by doing exactly what Steve and Gina Merritt have done and all the leaders of This Is It team. And so we're going to be sharing some very, very exciting things with you today. So you want to share something real quick? We'll get started.
Yeah, just thank you all for being here with us, and just know that this is a safe place for you to bring your new people. They will learn exactly what you have learned, and we are just duplicating. That's how we get success.
Absolutely. So our goal here is, once again, to make sure you understand the different parts of our business. And really, there's really a couple different parts of our business that we're going to be covering today. The very first thing is thisisitinfo.com website. We're going to be talking about that, and we're also going to be talking about thisisitteam.com website, and also the school platform for This Is It Team. So these are the three sites we're going to be reviewing real quick and talking more about that. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and we're going to share some of the information on these different websites to show you exactly what we're going to talk about today. So our goal here is to make sure that you understand that we're here to help you to grow and get to the next level. So I'm going to have Mena kind of share a little bit more about the This Is It info first.
So thisisitinfo.com is the website we share with absolutely everybody. You will see that it has testimonials on it. It also has patents and studies. So if you can share this with absolutely everybody, okay? Because it has the science, it has David Schmidt, it has the first 4 videos on there are very, very short. In fact, the first video, if you share this with people, you're bound to get them their interest peaked. And they will want to know what's going on. It is so professionally put together. So don't try and explain anything. These first few videos are very brief, to the point. But people who are wanting to study the science and get into all the trials and stuff, there is a section, there's the patents, they can go and read it. There's the PubMed.gov article there, there's case studies. And then there's a David Schmidt story of X39, Leland Stillman, a doctor who explains, he's expert in light therapy, but he explains why this little patch is changing everything. So, you know what? I share this particular website, thisisitinfo.com. I share it with the mom who stays home with her children and the doctors. So there's, for the mother who's at home, maybe she just wants that first or second video and she's good. She doesn't have a lot of time. She's just interested in the initial things. Whereas doctors and people who are researchers, they can go through everything there. So there's no sign up page here. Nobody can go and purchase here, but this is the tool we utilize and we share with everybody. Usually, sometimes what we're doing is we're giving a call to our friend. We're saying, hey, what do you know about stem cells? And they may say, I don't know too much, but what have you got? Well, hey, do you have some time to take a look at this website? Thisisitinfo.com. It's going to give you a little bit of information. There's a 3-minute video on there. The very first one, take a look at that, and then I'm going to call you straight away. Set it up, allow
In a world
pay
search-
for them, allow them to watch that, and then get back on the phone straight away. And they may say, I want more info. That's great. You can watch everything on that website, or they may say, I'm really, really interested. What else do you have for me? And that opens up conversations. So
Yeah. And it's great that you can also send something on YouTube, but we don't want to do that. Steve Merritt said, hey, send them the website. Once again, when you send them the website, then you go to scroll on the first video, hit play. They're having it set up now, so basically you can just hit the play button and it's going to play the video. But one thing you want to do is be able to utilize this video and do that. But once again, like Mena said, the first 4 videos are each of them about 3 minutes long. Have people watch the first couple of videos, which is great. So the second thing that we do is we utilize the team site. So the team site is This Is It Team. And I want to highlight again, you're going to want to know each of these different tabs. You're going to go over each of these different tabs, go over them individually and talk more about this. But the one thing I want to make sure you understand is that there's some things drop down here. So there's a little drop down, you click on here and it's got, once again, the Facebook page, it's got the YouTube channel, it's got 2020 Vision, it's got 90 Run for Senior Director, which is huge. But this is a site with a link that we use all the time, which is the links. So in here, it's got the links page. It's got every link you need for, once again, for This Is It Info podcast. You want to subscribe to that. Basically, you want to be on the YouTube channel. You want to subscribe to Facebook. Once again, get on the emailing list from Steve and Gina Merritt, and make sure you check your spam folder, because a lot of times it started initially there, and make sure you mark it in there. This is not spam, so you can get those emails on a weekly basis showing what's coming up. Once again, schools, we're going to be talking about that in a little bit, but this is a link that goes to school. You're going to want to subscribe to that. But it's also got links to This Is It Info, This Is It Team, a lot of other information in here, including events that are coming up, books of the month. This is a convention that is coming, the different conventions that are coming up. But down here further are the different info sites in the different languages: Polish, Russian, Spanish, Portuguese, Cantonese, Italian, Mandarin. Now they get Italian. I just noticed that they didn't have that before. So again, more to come. They're opening more. And these are all the info sites in all these different ones. So people say, is that 3-minute video in Spanish and Polish? And yes, it is, which is great. When you go to those different sites, you'll be able to see that video there, which is great. So the next thing is, what you want to do is go to, once again, the This Is It Team system. So again, there's onboarding you can do here. You want to learn how to go manage, we're going to talk about that. But really, this is a Team 10-step system. And so the very first thing is to watch this video, and then you can go into each of these different things. We're going to highlight a few things, but you want to determine your why. Set some goals and when you want to accomplish things. Work with the person who brought you in to help you do that. You want to make some commitments of what you're going to do daily to help you accomplish your goals. And then the next thing is the activity steps, which I'm going to have Mena kind of go over starting from step 4.
So activity step, first and foremost, you want to, and these are income producing activity steps. For any business to have success, there should be a system. And the great thing about this is duplicatable, it's plug and play, so we all do the same thing and there's no confusion. So what do? You start to build a list.
Yep.
Like, just sit down and go through your phone, your family, your friends, people you went to school with, whatever, the people you exercise with at the gym, or your hairdresser, or the lady who does your facials, or whatever. You've got your sphere of influence, people that you know, people that you love, people that you care for. So build that list. That if you've got children and they're at school, they're at preschool, who are their teachers? Write down their names, because if you don't write down their names, you're not going to remember everyone, okay? Mm-hmm. And then what do you want to do with that names list? Not just stare at it. That is your inventory. These are the people that you're going to share the product with. You're going to contact and invite them. You're going to be and like Johan actually said, he said he realized one thing. He talks too much. We've got to be quiet. We've got to listen to people. So we're going to ask them a question. What do you know about stem cells? And then be quiet. So contact and invite. Bring them or show them This Is It Info. You're inviting them to watch This Is It Info. You're inviting them to a Zoom meeting. You're inviting them to Monday meeting. If you're in Europe or South Africa, you're inviting them to our evening meetings here in the state. So contact and invite. You've got to get past the fear. Speak to them, share with them, even while you're scared. And action is going to cure that fear.
Yes.
Get into the habit of making a list and deciding how many people a day you're actually going to contact and be consistent at it. So if it's 5 people a day, you want to be talking to 5 people every single day. Every single day. Step 6, we invite them to an opportunity. What is opportunity? Either we're going to share this is at team, this is at info.com, or you're going to share with them a Zoom meeting. Like tonight, we're telling everybody about the 8 o'clock and the 10 o'clock. Okay. Otherwise, we're telling them, hey, ladies, on Wednesday, we have a noon meeting for the ladies only, or we have a Friday meeting for international, which is at noon. So invite them to see the opportunity. We do not need to be the face of everything. Invite them to the opportunity, and like Joe Navarro says, eyeballs on Zooms. And then revisit or follow up, which is step 7, because you got to get back with them. You don't just send them there or let them watch this is at info.com. You got to get back with them and say, okay, did you see that? So what is it that you like? What piqued your attention? You know, do you now realize we all have stem cells? We're all aging and our stem cells are going dormant. I didn't know that at age 30, half my stem cells are not functioning. So revisit, follow up and say, what do you have any challenges? Does anybody in your family have challenges that need to be fixed? Or maybe it's a money issue. Hey, you know what? Do you know anybody who's looking to make some extra money outside of what they're already doing?
Absolutely.
So follow up. And you've got to get good at it, because the fortune is in the follow up.
100%.
And then get them started.
And
get them started.
And you may want to help the person that brought you in. They will help you sign up the first several people, but you want to learn from them exactly what to do, where to place them, everything else, and they will teach you how to do that. It's wonderful. And the other part of that is counseling upline, because once again, your mentorship is a critical part of this business. So learning from other people and say, I'm thinking about doing this. We've had people say, well, I want to do this and this and this. And we say, well, are you good at doing that? Well, no. Well, then you may want to apply what we're teaching you specifically, picking up your phone, making some phone calls, do some 3-way calls with us or other people, and that will help you do that. So again, this is all available. The 10-step system for success is what teaches everybody what to do. Now, again, the other thing I want to mention in here is that there's a shop that's being opened, and then also downloads, and then you can also print these different things off. So in here is the application, is the order form. You can print these off. You can also order them once the shop is open and basically order them directly online. Then they got the opportunity slides. You can click right in here, download the PowerPoint, and share it with other people, or even know, once again, what the PowerPoint is. Once again, the power of premium talks about exactly how to actually promote the premium, what the advantages of a premium pack. And then the commission sheets. I have this basically saved. So if I download this, it has basically 2 different pages. So I have the information here that basically talks about the one way to make money is obviously on the upfront money. You make money on the binary. Then you also got retail commissions, and then you got the unlimited portion of the matching bonus. You can take snippets of this. I take a picture of this and picture of the other one, and I texted this to people as I'm talking to them on the phone. So if I'm working with you and you contact us, I may do that with the people when you get me on the phone so I can share with them. But obviously getting on a Zoom is the most important thing that you can do. So in here you get the trackers, basically how to go manager, how to go director, how to go senior director, and also the different other things that are in here too. So get to know this information here, and on the other languages they have all this information here. When making a list, they have a great memory jogger that's fantastic that you can use, that basically says, ask yourself, who do I know that has these names? Who are different, ask yourself, who do I associate in these following areas? Who do I know that's basically, that basically are in these different areas. So you could go on and on, but this is a great thing to print off. And the last thing was, once again, is up here, you can utilize this sheet right here and actually put the people's names in there. And basically, when they talk about patch, revisit, and opportunity, that's the pro system, and then date and the name per person in there. So print these different sheets up, because you'll utilize them for yourself and utilize them for your team. So the last part to this I'm going to share is that when you go in here, learn again. There's a lot of stuff just on the homepage. Once again, talk about register for the next convention. A lot of other information in here on how to build business. So let me move this here. They got a lot of great things in here about articles and different stuff that are out there. So learn this site. It's basically your manual, and then this is for duplication. So as you start people, they will learn this awesome. Also, so you get the Zoom schedules, everything else in here. We're not going to go over everything, but go on This Is It Team and learn more about that. And the last thing that we're going to talk about is the school platform. So you want to talk a little bit why we have this?
Well, it has a lot of onboarding, and it's also a classroom with all these little podcasts. I mean, they're really, really short, and you can learn everything. There's back office training. You can see that 90-day run to senior director. Just click on them, and you'll get all the information you need. The compensation plan. So you need to subscribe to school. You need to be on school to actually get all of this. So it's like an onboarding school. It actually means school. You get some training in your business. But, if you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't know too much about this 10-step pattern. Well, go click on that, and you're going to find that you will hear about it. We talk about the 90-day run because, 90-day run is a decision to make a concerted effort to be focused, laser focused, and stay in your game to hit a certain rank. Senior director is actually the start of leadership rank in this business. And it's the third rank. So manager's the first, director's the second, and then senior director, because you start to have a team coming together where leaders are rising up. Now you've got people, you've got options, you've got people to work with, and it doesn't depend on your own sweat equity. So go, get connected to school on This Is a Team, and you have everything. There's a calendar of events coming up.
This is critical.
This
is updated. So once again, even like today, now once again, we can look at, they got a YouTube meeting at 8 o'clock. And once again, if I want to do this, I can copy and paste this and send this to somebody. So the second part you can do is, once again, they got also on YouTube. So again, if someone's used to using on YouTube, oops, wrong date here. If they're used to using it on YouTube, there we go, down here. So YouTube or Zoom, so you can copy that and paste the information for that. So you want to know the calendar, you want to know the schedule. So This Is a Team does meetings on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but then they have a Spanish meeting on Thursdays, and they have a team training every Saturday you want to get here. So if you're brand new, the one thing you would do is mark out every Saturday from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. I see 1 o'clock to 2:30. Sometimes they go a little bit longer. You want to block out that hour every single Saturday and make sure that you're on these different trainings. If you can't make it, they're recorded, but live is better. Trust me on that, because so many people have the intentions, to basically watch it later, but they don't do that. So again, these are the 3 different tools that we use specifically, and that's why we wanted to, share this information with you. So once again, This Is It. So I'm going to go back to what we originally went to here. So you want to learn these 3 different things, and once again, work with your team on this and basically promote This Is It info, This Is It team, and also the school platform. And once again, to get the school platform, you got to go This Is It team, do the drop down and go to the links, and basically you can subscribe to school, go directly to that there. So to highlight just the last couple of things we're going to talk about specifically is that what Mena talked about is really the main, income producing activities, that this is what it takes. You could learn, you could have the biggest dream, you can make some have some big, dreams, desires, goals you want to hit, make some commitments, and just listen to stuff over and over. But until you make a list and then learn how to contact and invite, and that's the biggest part. We want to get involved with that. The person who's working with you wants to get involved in helping you to talk to people, but go to step 5 on there. Go to step 5 and read the scripts, read the different scripts in there, and memorize and make it your own. Because again, these are different things that work very, very well. That's how we learned. We learned from other people what to say, how to say it.
So you know what, when you're doing 3-way calls, because we do a lot of 3-way calls, okay? But the thing is, you need to know how to set it up.
Yes.
Because you can't just say, hey, by the way, Greg, speak to Mary, and have her on the line, and we don't even know who Mary is, what she does. Set it up. Mary is a school teacher. She's tired of children. They're getting really scary. and she doesn't want to be a school teacher for much longer. So she's looking at other options. I have shared with her, This Is It info. So Mary has seen This Is It info, not get us on the line, and then we don't even know whether you just happen to speak to Mary right now. You don't even know anything about her, and now we're trying to establish, because Mary might not be interested in anything to do with This Is It info or stem cells or anything. Okay, we're speaking openly here, because the way to win is actually just utilizing 3-way calls, leveraging the team. We leverage Steve and Gina, we leverage our upline all the time. And that's the only way we win. You've got to actually build credibility. You got to build credibility with the product, credibility with the system that we have, and credibility with the team that you're working with, and credibility with your immediate sponsor if they're active and they're doing something. If they're not, then go to the one above them. So do set it up properly. You know, we weren't experts at this from the very beginning. We all learned by failing, but we failed forward.
Yes.
We learned from our mistakes. So it's okay. It's okay. At least you're doing something. But we want to help you, and we want to help you as best we can. And that is why we're doing this training of where to go, where to find things, because you don't need to be the go-to person.
No.
We have the tools.
Exactly. So your next steps are really what you want to do is you want to print out the form that's a 30-day manager. So go to the downloads, click on that, or you can click on the 30-day, how to go 30-day manager or how to go manager. You click on that and actually click the form that has this in there. And so you want to keep this in front of you, and you want to basically set a date to get it done. We have people do this in a couple days. We have people take 30 or 60 days. We recommend doing it in the first week. Who are 4 people you care about? Who are 4 people that you love and care about? Who are 4 people that you know could utilize this product, or people that you want to make some extra money? Let's talk to them first, because they know you, they like you, they trust you. And so again, let's talk to them first and help you get this started right away. The next thing is a little bit more from a vision, and a longer term vision. So what Steve and Gina told us, they said, hey, Greg and Matt, we know you want to build a business very quickly. What we recommend in the next 90 days, put 20 personals right, 20 personals left. Some people think, wow, that seems like a lot. Well, a lot of people, if you just tell them just 4, that's all they think about, and they think that their leader's going to come out of those 4. No, in order to find people, you got to put people personally on the right, personally on the left. And once again, we did that. We said, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. And then when we did it, we got done. We said, okay, what else do you recommend? Well, identify the leaders. How are things going with this and that? And we started working with different people. So we focused on this, we committed to it, we set goals to do it, and our biggest thing is we patch 5 people there, meaning that we contact 5 people a day. We don't put a patch on every single person, but if we're with somebody, we may put a patch on them, but 9 out of 10 times, we always just contact them, which is really talking to that. And then once again, we want to help them reason to enroll now and take responsibility for both legs. You want to build 2 big legs using the pro strategy of patching, revisit, and opportunity. So the last part to this is there's promotion, there's trips that are going on. So the time of this recording, we have a cruise that you can qualify for to win a free cruise. How many people want to go on a free cruise, right? And so we're not going to go over all the details, but you want to get with the person you're working with, and they can tell you what the next promotion is, the next trip that's coming up. This cruise is something that's going to be outstanding for people to be able to do this. You want to know the information, what it's going to take to qualify for that cruise, and then there's different events coming up. So you rebuild from event to event and trip to trip. We've won 7 free trips so far, so we know what to do and how to do it. You want to get together with the people that know how to build it, but also tying into the next meetings that are going on. And where you find out the next meetings is you go to thisisitconvention.com. That's also in that links that I showed you. So you go to there and you can then record, you get ones from previous meeting that they just had and all other ones that are coming up. And you want to talk to the person and say, how do I get a ticket to this? Because I want to be a part of the leadership team. So the last part about this is we're going for 1 million strong. That's our personal goal for the whole team, for This Is It team. We want to help everybody grow in this business, and then we're going to be putting millions of people in. So David Schmidt, his vision for the company, he wants to get this one product. Of course, we have a lot of products, but this one product in 1 billion homes. So how do we do that? We got to have millions and millions and millions of people talking to millions of people, right? And that's how it's going to happen. So again, we're super excited to be partnering with you. So welcome to the team. Welcome to the This Is It team. But most importantly, get back together with the person who's working with you. We're all working together, and they can assist you and help you to get started, but get started quickly. They said, people start businesses, but champions launch, and that's what you want to do. You want to launch your business, get it going today, because that's what we did. We want to help other people do the same thing, and we're helping a lot of people launch. So utilize this video, play it for other people so they can utilize this today. So God bless you. Is there anything else you want to add real quick, sweetie?
Yes, just thank you all for being here, and we appreciate every one of you, and we want every one of you to win.
Amen. God bless you. We look forward to seeing you at the conventions. Okay, so we're going to clip that video, and basically to give you a better idea. So we did that specifically because we're time sensitive. We could have done a separate one for ourselves. We said, might as well do it here. So that was basically about 25 minutes. So we'll be able to utilize that video to do that. Now we're going to be doing one tonight. This is going to be like an hour long. We're going to be able to go through more specifics on how to contact, what exactly to say, how to utilize that video, stuff like that too. So you have a short one to be able to share with people, and we're going to have a little bit longer one that you can share with people, but tying people in to those meetings. So we want to open up for any questions that anybody might have, because again, we want to be able to do that. If you want to even chat in as far as specifics,
put your question in the chat.
Put your question in the chat, and then we can do that. Okay, and then again, we're gonna have to drop off in a minute, but yes. So the best part about this is, again, we want to help you grow. We want to help you get to the next level. And if you say, I really want to be on the cruise, we need to hear from you. I mean, I'm not kidding. We want to hear how many points you have so far, and then we need to know how many points we need to take to basically get you on the cruise for you and your significant other. And then we're gonna put together a strategy to basically do that. So great intro to the system. Thank you, Brandon. Yes. So I don't know if anybody had anything else. I think that was it. If anybody has any questions that they have, but again, that's what we want to do. We want to have people know where to gather this information. Those of you obviously that know that we also got Believers for Life. Yes to the cruise. Yes, Linda, we're going to be helping you do that. So we need to know how many points you have so we can help you to get there. Man, I'm glad I might get all froggy.
And one of the things with the cruise is you must stay at the rank, your highest rank. So that's going to be just points given to you if you stay. So if your highest rank is director, you want to make sure you are ranking director every single week, because those points get added.
Yeah.
And you don't want to find you get to the end of the qualification period and you're missing 2 or 3 points, and you could have gotten it just by doing a few things to stay ranked.
Yeah. You got to know this form here, because this is called gimmies. So once again, you're already at that rank. You know, if you get to a higher rank, you basically get points for that. But you need to stay at the rank, the highest rank that you're at. So if you hit manager and you fell below manager, and you got to hit back to manager this week, and you can get a point for this week. So one thing we're not doing, we're not falling below senior presidential director. So we're in turn points a week. So we know we can count on 22 points, right? And that's once again, and we're not even counting those yet. We're only counting the things that we've done so far in here. But this tracker is critical. Print off multiples of these so that as you're talking to people, you can write their name in there. Now, whether or not they sign up or not, it doesn't matter, but at least you're reminded to be following up with those people that are on that list. Now you got a tracker for the people over the next 8 weeks of who you're talking to, who you're following up with, because some of you might talk to today, may get signed up 3 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now, but still they're going to count as points. Say they sign up advanced or premium, that added 4 or 8 points to your total. So hopefully that makes sense. So more than anything, we want to hear from you. I want to talk to you, kind of strategize with you to help you do that. Because again, it really is not difficult. It's a matter of consistent effort. It's not like all of a sudden this week we got to put 1,000 people. No, it's consistently over the next 8 weeks. We got to do a certain amount. So if you say, hey, I think I can do 80, but I can't do 125. Great. Then you need to have 10 points every single week for the next 8 weeks. If you need 125, whatever 125 divided by 8 is, that's how many points you need for the next 8 weeks. So anything else you want to add? Because I know we got to go. So 125
I've got a call at 3.
divided by 8. So you need 15, for your 16 points a week. Now, how am I going to get 16 points? Well, I've never put 16 points in. Well, strategize with us. We did 16 points last week. So that's what we want to help you do. So again, that's what we can help you get done. So more importantly than anything else, we want to help you grow. So we're going to finish up with a quick prayer. If you got to jump, feel free to jump, but let's pray it out real quick. You want to pray?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
So, Father, we thank you for this wonderful time, Lord God, that we can share with our brothers and sisters, Lord, and every single one of them is a friend, but also family, Lord, in this opportunity with us, Lord. And we are so grateful, Lord, that your promises in your word are for us, and that we can believe that you don't put anything in front of us that we cannot achieve, because with you all things are possible. So, Lord, we make everything a matter of prayer, Lord. The Bahamas cruise for everybody to attend. We thank you that everyone will be on that cruise with us, Father. We will celebrate, and we'll celebrate while you'll bring people across their paths, the right people, the right time, the right place, Father, that see this, that have a vision, Father God, to change lives, Lord, both for health and wellness, even for the direction of their spiritual life, and Lord, even for the financial blessing. So we thank you, Lord, for this opportunity. We thank you for David Schmidt. We thank you for the team leaders. We thank you for this is a team leaders as well, Father. And we thank you that everyone, Lord, heard what they need to hear, and that they will go away inspired to do more, Father, because even the top leaders are saying that they can do more.
Yes.
So how much more can we do? So, Father, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for the willingness of people. And Lord, that we are in this together. We're not in business for ourselves, Lord God. We are in it by ourselves, but not, we're in it for the outcome that we need, our why, but not by ourselves, because together we are a team, Lord. So bless every person here and their families. And we thank you, Lord, for this. And we ask all these blessings in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. We're praying for you guys daily. We pray for boldness, courageousness, divine appointments, divine connections, uncommon leaders, uncommon influencers, uncommon, mentors to be joining your team. And it's very exciting. So she's got to run. We love you guys. Have a blessed day. If you got any questions, reach out to us. And once again, let's put together a strategy, getting everybody on the cruise. God bless you guys. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.